there's this picture you shared on Facebook, and I took a screenshot to the caption. All I saw was hope. Okay. So I'm going to show it to you now. I'm going to ask you, what was going on in your life that time? Look at this. Who be that guy?
That was in 2008 when I hosted the pageant.
Oh,
yeah, I said the pageant. That was like the second season of that pageant, and then the sponsors bailed out.
wow.
Hilarious story. The sponsors bailed out, and the girl beside me was the person who was helping. She was my assistant. In fact, she was my partner. The other one was a contestant. There were the people that said, "What? Do this thing. Money will come. We were to pay the winners, but there was no money." I was waiting, oh God, let people come. Let us sell tickets, so that from that ticket we'll be able to pay the winners. And we didn't get that sales. But a lot of people entered the place without paying. So while I was even taking that picture, I was like, don't worry, somehow we'll figure out a way to pay this bill. I was owing the DJ. I was owing the DJ. The laptop that winner was to, take home, they had already brought it. I don't finish paying. All the pictures I took that day were like that. I wasn't smiling. It wasn't giving any good smile on any of those pictures.
How did you finally pay the winner?
I think the winner understood, and then I think I paid her the next year.
Oh,
I paid her the next year when we went to have this third season. Because when she was handing over, it was that day I paid her. And then I think I paid her with the 20% extra. She was very happy, and then she joined the team.
what was the first kind of business you ever started?
Business. I didn't know business. So pure water.
You're in Port Harcourt here?
Yeah, a little bit. My one.
Wow.
I supplied plantains. I supplied gari. My mother used to go to these bush markets, so I'll buy from her. She would sell, but I was trying to tell her, "Mommy, there's a way you can say this and say, and you don't have to be staying in one place." She said, that. I said, "You know what? What about you buy? I buy from you." So my mother would usually come back from market and then wait for customers to come and buy. But then I will now buy everything and increase the price. See this boy. I increase the price. Sometimes I will hold them. They'll come for them and I'll be like, they don't finish. You don't finish. And they say, what of tomorrow? Second tomorrow. I say, now small email, but see the price. They say, drinking like that. I think my mother learned. That's how my mother learned something. And my mother started doing. My mother used to sell fufu. She buys this in bag, the unprocessed one. She buy them in bags. 1 trailer load of fufu. And like later, she started buying in trailers. And then we'll go and offload them somewhere and hold them. And then later, when people have started looking for food, nobody has fufu. She will now start selling at price. And she tell me, I said, "Hey, mommy, you never them." That's what I go to hearing. So I did a lot of businesses. I did that. I sold fruits. At the time when I was going to Benue State to buy orange, I'll buy orange. In fact, that is. Let me not go and say this in some program about buying orange, please. You don't know the business, don't do it. It can ruin a person. You can buy orange and your oranges will spoil
on the road.
If your car breaks down, your orange is gone. So you estimate 3 days and then your car breaks down and stays 4 days. Your oranges are gone. Nobody.
All the money invested in is gone.
Yes. So those things taught me a lot of lessons. But I knew I was learning. I'll still go again and collect money from, from friends. Hey, help me, give me 10,000. Hey, help me, give me 3,000. I'll buy it together. People calling me, I call my money. And most of those guys, those days are still around. And I'm also being like people now. Because when we talk about laughing, we laugh. You were here yesterday, we were Aloy. I went to learn computer engineering. How to repair laptops and how to repair laptops. How to repair
You don't hustle there.
So I started repairing laptops, and then now saw that there was an opportunity for SBA Cafe. There was an open space there. We had only one SBA Cafe in the community, and it was far. And sometimes you go there, they tell you that there's no network. So I started looking for the best network. That was when we were being creative. That was when I discovered IPNS. They just came. So and I started using IPNS and using wireless router. So boys could just be around in neighborhood and be and log in. And I was making a lot of money. So they don't know that I learned how to, you see this mast here, I will climb it and get to the top, to do maintenance. I learned how to do all that. So running a SBA Cafe was like very easy for me. I didn't have maintenance. I didn't have to call an engineer to do anything for me. As I'm saying this, I'm just enjoying the memories.
Wow. So what happened to the business?
When I was there, and I got admission in the school. So I had to hand over to somebody, and then I went to school.
What did you study in school by the
Medicine.
You see?
So I got admission to local school, nothing available.
Oh, yeah. School of Bats.
Yeah, school of bats and long trees, giant trees. So eventually, our SBA Cafe closed down.
With what you know now, though, what do you think you would have done differently to avoid the closure of the business and all of that?
Okay, so I should have trained the person I employed and partnered with him instead of having him work as manager. I should have sold part of the business to him instead of having him work. That was a mistake I made. That's one thing that has formed my attitude to business now. Recent times, I don't have people manage businesses. I sell the businesses to them and just take a little part of the business. I don't have to work with them. I just be on advisory while they do the business. The business becomes their own. When I born the idea, I give it out. If I have to fund it, I fund it and then dash them the business. And then it comes their organization and I have a share the business while they are running their business. I don't have to be in the picture.
That's a smart move. A lot goes into like your videos. For example, caretaker service, for example.
Yeah, okay.
Stand you spend on that?
How about a team?
You have like a team or that has the whole scripting.
So no, we don't script caretaker series. Sit down and then I'm like, okay, see, look, see, this is what happens. This happens and this happens. And like, look at it. And everybody say, no, okay, let's not do that. Oh, if you do it like this, it's going to be lacking. And then there's a series that's connected. It's going to be lacking. Remember? And then we just end up coming up with something that's on the spot. We'll come up with it today and tomorrow we'll shoot. Oh, okay. Caretaker series. When we finish shooting one episode, we don't know the next episode.
That's a too short space.
God have mercy upon us.
When did you discover the flair for the acting content in your officially? Right, I don't know when you started acting, but I mean, you started the whole content as kids in 2011, like 13 years now.
Yes, so I started in 2011. 2011 was the first time I ever said, I want to do something. I want to do something on my own. 2011 was when I made one skit. When there was subsidy removal, the first time that was for subsidy removal, and I made one skit about it, and I was happy with myself. It was like, to me, it was like, yeah, I made a short film. If I didn't even mention that, the first time I started editing was in my SBA Cafe. I've always wanted to be on screen. Not on screen, behind the scene. I'll see directors, I'll watch clips of directors, coming up with ideas. Let's not do it according to script. Let's do it. And it only fascinates me that people can stand on their feet and just create stuff. Yeah. So I've always wanted to be like a director. I wanted to be in the creative space. When I last saw, I don't know if you know Window Movie Maker. So there's Window. And I started using Window Movie Makers to edit.
I use this.
So I said, see what I do? I'll ask my mother, see what I do? Because it's what you want to do with your life. Now you did do computer engineering. Now you say you want art film. Now you say you want to do say, you know what? One day you know what I really want to do with my life. Because I think that I was going through the phase of learning. Yeah. So 2011, I made my first short film. I started in scrap, but I was super excited.
Is it still out there?
Oh, you had the shot!
Finally! That's 3 shots. But you missed 2.
2 misses.
Tomorrow you put yourself trash for 13 years in the game now. Now, how's the journey been so far? Did you know that you're going to be this successful when you started?
Well, this successful, when you say successful, no, one man's success is another man's struggle. So you say successful. I don't consider myself successful yet. I'm still in a race. So it's, well, I'm not trying to be ungrateful, but I'm still in the race, and they are in phases, right? Okay.
What picture are you seeing there when you're starting?
Yeah, should I tell you the picture?
I'm listening.
I didn't even think that in 2023, I'll still be in Nigeria. I was thinking I would be one of the biggest Hollywood producers. Like, hey, God. Life is a gradual process. It comes, you have to learn. And I've learned that sometimes when we succeed without learning, that success kind of become volatile. In order to achieve sustainable success, you have to learn. And right now, it's learning all the way.